Hello everyone and welcome to the start of the shiny race. Alright, so now that we are both live, shiny race begins. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Last time I did Masuda method, things didn't go super well for our hero. So I'm hoping I'm hoping that this hunt goes significantly better than my last Masuda hunt, which, for those of you guys who don't know, was the freaking Roggenrola hunt, where we went over double odds on the freaking thing. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to that shiny hunt happening as a repeat. Yep. All right. Alright. So we now just got a little bit of a few minutes thing before Shiny's whole thing starts up. Start now. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this hunt. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this hunt going over double odds, a lot like Roggenrola did. But I'm ready for some more pain. I'm ready for suffering. And this is not gonna be fun for our hero. So, just gonna hear back from him, and then things are gonna start up. I don't know why my computer's been having a little bit of difficulty when it comes to like voice chat and stuff while streaming. So that's also a bit of a thing. That's one of the reasons we're not doing voice chat. That's the other reason is that just the no voice chat policy we really have has been problematic in the past. So, all right, yeah, I'm ready for pain. I'm ready for pain to begin. Hey Kayla, how are you doing? Welcome in, Kayla. Welcome in, Kayla. Alright. I'm just waiting for him to start up, and then we're gonna get on the hunt. Alright. So my plan is basically just run in circles as much as possible. And I hope that I don't break my controller, because as we've already seen, this controller is starting to drift. And when the drift sets in, and when the drift sets in, the games end up not working out right. But yeah, let's go. Just waiting for him to do the thing. Yeah, I know, Kayla. I know. The Soul Link as of late has been a lot of pain. The Soul Link as of late has just been a lot of pain. Like, you haven't even seen what comes later on in the thing. There's all kinds of stuff that's just been going on in the thing. And because again, we've been doing a lot of recording, off screen, like off screen recordings that have, yet to be edited and uploaded. But yeah, there's been a lot that's been going on, and I'm still very much irritated that every single death in the Soul Link has been on my side. Because, like, this is the thing that I'm both simultaneously hoping happens, but also hoping doesn't happen, is that Foos loses something just so I'm not the only one that has the deaths of team members on their head. Because at this point, it's just I am the only one that has deaths from the Soul Link. There we go. Alright, there we go. There's the box. I want to get this quick and efficient. The name of the game is Speed, of course, for a shiny race. So I'm hopefully gonna get a shiny on this one. Alright, eggs are hatching. Mirror counter. There we go. First egg. Can we please get a first egg shiny for once? Can we please get a first egg shiny? But yeah, I'm hatching Azurills. I give my Azurill a sea incense purely because I want to get like the full shiny line. Well, full line as in get the entire line registered. So I'm gonna be going for that. But yeah, I mean it's the same thing in the end. I'm just gonna evolve it into the end of the thing. But yes, hopefully I blame Lance and his Arceus for killing. Yeah, like the fact that Lance, like the thing is, I called it all the way back at the beginning of the series that Lance was gonna end up being the just doom of the run. That we were gonna get to Lance, that the whole run up until then was gonna be perfectly hunky-dory, perfectly fine, and then Lance just comes in. And nope, we are going to absolutely face melt your entire team. Thankfully, Landship survived. Like, it, as bad as it is to say, despite the loss of everyone. Hey there, Boomer, welcome in. Despite the loss of every single member of the team, you know, that we pretty much had there, the fact that Landship of the Dialga survived is I'm glad. Like, as bad as it is to say, sacrifices had to be made in that one. Kind of see him lose. I mean, I'm going to lose this purely because my luck when it comes to Masuda hunts. Wait, why is the my luck in general absolutely sucks. So I'm looking forward to just absolutely. Why is it a Meryl? I moved that to an Azurill. I made that in Azurill. Why is it? Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna need to go fix that. I will need to go fix that. Let me go into my settings again. Nope, I'm not gonna go in there. I'm not gonna go in there. We are losing time. We are inefficiency. Inefficiency is happening. There we go. Good. We have to get back out of it. We have to get back in the efficiency. We have the efficiency. Send the box. Take care of it. So we have a full party. We have a full party now. Yes. Eggs. Yeah. Like the annoying thing though, just with shiny racing, is you are limited essentially in purely down to like just text boxes, and text boxes are a problem. But welcome in. Also, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to, check out our friend Shiny. His link is in the description below. If you have to check him out, drop a like and subscribe. And also, if you're new over here, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe here. But how's everyone doing so far today? How's everyone doing? There we go. Fifth egg is hatching. Can we please get ourselves a shiny? I don't think we will, because this game hates me. And I am prepared for another round of absolute suffering because this game... There we go. There it is. Nope, there we go. Hey, welcome back, Garchomp. How are you doing? I'm doing well. And again, you tried to sports yesterday, ended up doing one. Hey, nice work, Kayla, getting a Pikachu shiny. Nice work. It's always satisfying to get a shiny. It is always satisfying. So we are up to 5 hatches, 3 shinies in one day, because got 2 Dunsparks. Very nice. Very nice. My best day of shinies was getting 4 shinies in a single day, but those were all in Legends, and I don't count that because it's Legends. I really don't count that because it's Legends. Oh, another egg's hatching. Yeah, the thing is, I'm really not a big fan of Legends. Like, I will be honest. I'm not overly fond of it. I think that there's a lot of problems with the game, and, most of it comes to just a mechanical level of there's a lot of issues. Yeah, I also got 3 shinies. Those were not in Legends. Shiny Autism. His link is in the description below. Yeah, I got 3 shinies in one day. Those were not in Legends. 2 of them were in... Yes. 2 of them were in my Ultra Sun version, Ultra Moon version, where it was the Zapdos and the Medicham we got in Ultra Space. And then the other was the Necrozma we got later that day from Dynamax Adventures. And that was a great day. Like, that is... Outside of Legends, I don't think I'm ever going to top that shiny luck. I doubt I ever will top that. And I'm hoping someday that I get, better luck with that. I'm doing very well with Tsune. I'm doing very, very well. There we go. Eggs hatching. 8. Come on, show me that little blue bouncing ball thing. Show me the little blue bouncy ball. I just want a shiny early. Like, green, not blue. Like, I just want a one of these shiny hunt things to go well for me, in that we get it early. Mostly because I think I'm overdue for some good luck after, the complete fiasco that is Ho-Oh. After the entire fiasco that was Shiny Ho-Oh. It is Shiny Ho-Oh, because that thing is a still ongoing shiny hunt. I think I'm overdue for some good luck with shinies. I think I'm overdue for some good luck. Multi-purpose. Yeah, getting the eggs one by one is the annoying part of this. Getting the eggs one by one is very much the hard part. Because I'm used to the Masuda method thing of, there we go, of just like stacking up a whole bunch of eggs in the thing and then just going one by one by one. Going like box by box. But that's the plan. Nope, not shiny. No shiny, unfortunately. No! Give me an egg. Give me the egg. There we go, there's an egg. There we go. There we go. This is good. Thank you, we will raise it well. Yeah, the only main issue we've got right now is just we need to... There we go, we just need to get our eggs quick. We just need to get the eggs quick, get them hatched nice and quick, add the egg to the party, take care of and raise it well. But yeah, we just need to hopefully get these eggs hatched soon. We need to get the eggs quick. Yes, that's good. This is good. This is good. This is going well for our hero. Are we full inventory? We are. There we go. Alright. This is good. But yeah, how are you guys doing? In the mood to drive. Can't test step that very quick. Oh. Hope that thing goes well, though. Hope that goes well. 10. Alright, this is good. This is good. Up to 10 encounters. Yeah, I'm not expecting. Hello there, E24 Gaming. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I am very much ready for shinies to not appear to me. Because shinies don't exist, as we have discovered with Shiny Ho-Oh. Shinies don't exist, and they enjoy making me suffer. So, Mudkip is going to get a kick out of this stream. Because, Mudkip feeds on my suffering. So there's that. But how are you doing? Your driving is fun. Driving is a fun thing. Well, we're trying to Pikachu, put him human, let's go. Very nice. So Cantonian Raichu. Nice. Shinies 50-50. Shinies are suffering. Shinies are a non-existent thing. They do not exist. They do not exist, but yes, you are. It's a yes or no. And that answer is generally a no when it comes to me. That is a no. What? This. Yeah, the one thing that I need to start working on is I need to get things. I have no idea what those are. I have no idea what that is, Bomber. I have absolutely no idea who or what that is. I will take this shiny egg. Please give me an egg. Please give me a shiny, please, game. Just give me the shiny quick. So I have 2 more spots in my inventory so I can pick up another egg. There we go. 2. Yeah. Yeah, if it's a YouTube channel, I don't really watch a lot of YouTube channels that are gaming outside of like the little circle of YouTube people that I know. I most of the time just watch like Sabaton history or like history documentaries if I'm watching anything on YouTube. Otherwise, or just like listening to music. I don't really watch a lot of gaming stuff on YouTube, I'll be honest. It's kind of weird, and I know that a lot of people are like, wait, really? I don't really watch a lot of gaming stuff, if that's what it is. Come on, give me a shiny, please, game. Give me my shiny. I just want my sparkles. I would very, very much like a sparkly little Azurill. Actually, now that I think about it, does this have a special Pokeball on it? Actually, let me check. This is important. This is important. I need to check if this actually has a special Pokeball on it. Okay. I'm going to need at some point, if I don't get the shiny today, I'm going to swap it out for one of my Azurill that have a Luxury Ball or something in it. Because those who don't know, I like to thematically style the Pokeballs of Pokemon that my shinies are in. So I'm going to need to go get an Azurill that is in a proper Pokeball to just get, a style Pokeball. Because it isn't enough to flex a shiny in a competitive battle. It is, you need to thematically style the Pokeball. Just that extra little bit of flexing on them. That's you gotta do that. Those are the true secrets today. Nope, it didn't sparkle. Unfortunateness. That is a highly unfortunate thing. Take the egg. Thank you very much for the egg. I'm hoping one of these early ones. Like, I'm simultaneously hoping and not hoping that we're gonna get the shiny. Hey, Jays. Like, this is the thing about simultaneously hoping and not hoping I get the shiny. Like sponge cakes with orange flavor. Never heard of them. They sound interesting though. They sound interesting. Is that something? Is it like a British thing? I guess because the name it sounds like a British thing. It may be just like we may not just have them over here. Really, only have one egg in reserve here. Wow. Yeah, only one egg. Wow, that's really. Why do I? Really? You got a shiny Azurill from hatching eggs, activate indexing BP. That's always fun when that happens, Jays. That's always fun when that happens. Also, I think I know why I'm not really building up a reserve of Azurill eggs like I was with Roggenrola, is that Azurill just has a drastically reduced egg cycle relative to what Roggenrola is. Like, let me go check. Because for those who don't know, every Pokemon has, well, most Pokemon, they fit into different classes of different egg group. They're not egg groups, but like different number of steps required to hatch the egg. And Azurill might just have a drastically lower number of steps necessary to hatch an egg, rather than something, say, like Roggenrola, which may take more. And actually, I want to check that. I will take that. Thank you very much for giving me the egg. I just hope that I get this thing soon. I really hope I get this thing soon. Because I really do want to get a shiny under odds after, the entire fiasco that has been the last several shiny hunts we've done. They've all been going into the well above odds territory, and I don't like that they've been going well above odds. Bye, Jays. Thank you very much for coming in, though. 15. Come on, give me my shiny. Give me my shiny. Give me my shiny. Sadly, Azurill did not sparkle. I just want that green bouncing ball. I just want the bouncy green ball so I can get my golden little egg rabbit. It is a good golden egg rabbit. Also, I should probably reduce my number of times going into the menu just because that's going to be wasting time, and that's inefficiency. Again, the name of the game is efficiency, so that's the priority that we got to go working on. The priority is we have to make this efficient. But yeah, I definitely think it is Roggenrola definitely had a longer egg cycle than this thing. There is no way that this thing is not having a longer egg cycle. as an equal one, because it's definitely taking a lot less time. The egg cycle, 3,000 steps, 3,855 steps for Roggenrola. Yeah, Azurill 2,500 to 2,800. Yeah, it's definitely Azurill takes a lot less steps. So that's what. Wait, what was I looking for? Yes. Okay, yeah, 19. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. But yeah, I'm hoping we get this shiny. I'm hoping we get this shiny soon. I know we haven't built up the eggs. Yeah, we still haven't built up the reserve yet. We need to try and build that up. Yeah, I think the play is build up 5 eggs, then go and just get them all at once, rather than go through this the way it is right now. I think that is the name of the game. 20. Come on, give me my shiny. Gimme my shiny. Gimme my shiny. Please give me my shiny. No, it is not giving me my shiny. Unfortunateness. The unfortunateness is a thing. I'll do that. Okay. I think I have an optimizer for this. I think I have an optimizer for getting this, because it takes I think something like 200 something steps for the game to read. Okay, rerolls a new egg. Rerolls a new egg to possibly be had. Then go to them. So talking to them before then just wastes time. And that's go 21. 21. Very good. Very good. This is come on, give me the shine. Give me the shine. Give me the sparkles. Dang it, it's not sparkling. I mean, I'm prepared for this thing to go double odds. Like frickin' Roggenrola did. I may love Roggenrola. But freaking Roggenrola was a pain in the butt to do. That hunt was suffering. Plain and simple. Mostly down to the Roggenrola just didn't want to shine and we got to double odds. And that's one of the reasons why I generally worry about Masuda method, is it is the least mentally stimulating of the shiny hunting methods in my opinion, but it's good, for chillaxing and relaxing with you guys. So that's a thing. But yeah, I've got plans. I've got a plan. Once I build up at the very least a reserve of eggs, then we're going to probably start going through this at a much quicker pace, and probably, hopefully we can win this race. I mean, even if we don't win the shiny race, really? Really, you didn't get 5 yet. You did not get 5 yet, okay. There. I need to organize things a little better. But yeah, I'm hoping, because all of these ones are pretty much gonna hatch at the exact same time, which is one of the reasons why I want to try to coordinate them like that. But yeah, I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping that this works, and it allows me to potentially accelerate my egg hatching process, because I did discover that it actually is a little faster to do it this way. A little bit faster, provide a little bit of luck helps to hatch eggs. So there we go. See the egg, that goes into the PC. Okay. Send the box. Okay, let's go. Let's get hatching. Let's get hatching these eggs. Let's get hatching these eggs. Come on. And that, yeah, that's too quick. Okay. I need to figure out how many laps of this is equivalent to 255 steps. Because that way that'll make the hunt go a little quicker. Alright. Nope. No bouncy ball. Sadly, it is not shiny yet. It'll eventually be shiny, though. It'll eventually be shiny. Eventually, one of these will sparkle. One of these eggs I know is going to be a shiny. And I want shiny. Give me a shiny. No. Is 25 going to be the one that sparkles for me? Is it going to be 25? Lucky 25. 5 squared. Maybe. Come on. You gonna sparkle for me? Please? No. Dang. Stupid egg. Egg did not want to sparkle for me. Oh yeah, there's another one. 26. Come on, give me egg. Give me egg. Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Nope, not yet. It is not yet sparkling. It does not yet want to sparkle for me. Yep, we'll take the egg. There's a couple more in the PC, so we just want to build up a little bit of a reserve. So there is that. But yeah, there is 26. Oh. 27. Okay. This is gonna go good. Nope. Alright. Yeah, I definitely think that I need to optimize my number of loops better. So that way I can more effectively and efficiently gather. Okay. So it seems like, what, 3 loops is enough to get 1 egg. So 3 loops, 15 loops. Okay, that's not terrible. There we go. You go here, you go here. There we go. Okay, so it's 2 loops, so 3 loops seem to be enough steps to generate an egg. 1, 2. Hey, Andreas, how are you doing? Someone please go grab Andreas's link if you guys don't mind. How are you doing, Andreas? What's new, my friend? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And, just, what's new? How have your Salmon Run games been going? I've been doing a lot of Salmon Run, and the more time goes on, the less good it seems people are getting with the weapons in Salmon Run, and I'm getting a little sad, because, like, really, like, day 1, it was super easy to get to, Kozahuna, and now it's like, nope, we just can't get past round 2. What are these clowns in Salmon Run doing? But how are you doing, Andreas? One of my mods, please go grab Andreas's link, please. Hey, don't sparkle. Azurill, don't sparkle. Azurill, no sparkles. 29. Well, we're gonna break 30 encounters in here, so that's gonna be good. Let me go grab your link if no one else is going to. Watch it be while I'm away, the thing shines. And that'll just be funny. But I know it's not going to happen because my luck is just that terrible. Too many new players who never got to play Salmon Run and Splatoon. Yep. That is a problem. That is very, very much an issue with people who just don't know Horde games. Like, Horde modes in general are something that are extremely hit or miss when it comes to players. You know, there's times where players, you know, really, really good with Horde modes. You know, if you're good at if you're good, say, at playing zombies, okay, you're probably going to be a little bit better when it comes to something like, say, Salmon Run, which is one of the reasons why I actually, I don't want to say, like, you know, took to Salmon Run very quickly, but I could appreciate and I could, you know, understand Salmon Run's inner workings, you know, as in, you know, the concepts of it a little quicker, because, okay, we'll just take my understanding of various mechanics from Call of Duty Zombies, things like, you know, the soul boxes and everything like that, and then just apply that into this. Okay, so this is basically just, okay, kill a thing, run back to a certain place, you know, grab a thing. That's basically the soul boxes. The main new players, it just kill the bosses that don't play. That is a huge issue. Like, that I agree with Andreas. There have been so many times that I have been doing, like, the mothership level, and it was one of the ones where it was when the bamboozler was one of the active weapons, and it was me just picking off all the flying things, and everyone else had like melee weapons, and no one was going and picking up any of the eggs. I'm like, what are you people doing? why is no one picking up any of the eggs, despite the fact that there's, like, eggs everywhere? And it's like, I can't go pick them all up and go to the... And we lost because of that, because no one picked up the eggs, and there were just, like, so many eggs scattered on the thing, and the flying things came down and just took all the eggs back. I was like, really? We lost because you Chuckle Clowns refused to go and grab the eggs. And I'm like, this is why I want to get, like, the King Salmonoid hit squad together, because that way we will just be able to utterly shred them and not need to deal with people who don't know what they're doing in Salmon Run. Like, it comes off as being sounding a little elitist, which I know it does, but I'm a very, very competitive person when it comes to games, and, you know, it's, not exactly a good thing. A lot of people from Splatoon 2 don't seem to know the benefit of throwing eggs. Yep. Like, there's definitely times where I prefer to go and, just, like, you know, I like to run the egg into the basket. I generally sometimes prefer to do that. Mostly depending on the weapon that I have. You know, generally depending on the weapon I have, I will do that. Also, we gotta take up the thing once, so that's 35. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, don't worry, I have plans. Salmon Run will be a lot better with upgraded weapons and gear. Yeah, I think that them not allowing in upgradable and custom gear is somewhat of a good thing. The main reason why is I remember from Zombies, you know, my days of playing, you know, Call of Duty Zombies, was when upgradable gear and stuff like that was allowed to be brought in, because they did have that in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, where, you know, after leveling up your weapons, you know, you could, you know, okay, you can increase the rate of fire, you can increase, certain things, and that really made it a lot more obnoxious, because, well, at this point, well, I'm increasing, you know, my headshot damage. I'm increasing my rate of fire. I'm increasing my reload speed. I am, you know, doing all these, you know, little things that really make them just too good and just really, really overpower your stuff. And that's a little bit of a problem, in my opinion, for certain things. So, you know, especially when it comes to a game that is like a survival, you know, based wave mode, where you are, you know, trying to survive out against things, and you can improve your stuff to statistically make it a lot better. There is some problems with that. There is definitely some problems associated with it. But overall, like, if you could bring in upgradable stuff, yeah, I think that it would be better. I think, though, a better thing would be the ability to choose what your special, like, your special ability is that you bring in. I think that would be the better thing to do, because that's my biggest issue is, you know, I really don't know the Reef Slider that well. I know the Booyah Bomb to a degree. I know the Crab Tank. Hey, Cypress, how are you doing? Someone please go grab Cypress's link, please. But yeah, I was like, I don't really know the Crab Tank, but I do know, you know, the Booyah Bomb. I mean, I know the Crab Tank, I know the Booyah Bomb, but I don't really know the Ink Jet. I don't really know the Reef Slider. And the inability to, like, choose which one of those I get kind of, I think, is a problem. Because if I could have, you know, the Booyah Bomb, okay, I could just use this, like, the Missile Strike thing. You know, like, it's, or the Wave Breaker. The fact that you can't choose what they are. Granted, in the end, we all know people would end up just spamming Booyah Bombs, because I think Booyah Bombs are an instant one-shot to any boss. You know, any boss caught in the radius of the Booyah Bomb is just a complete one-shotting of them, which is, you know, on one hand, actually quite good, because, you know, again, it's a boss insta-kill. But the other issue with that is, well, that everyone would just start using the Booyah Bombs because they're insta-boss kills. Plus, the other thing is also when Grillers and Goldies show up, people just don't know what to do with them. Like, the current roller, the Flingza roller, I think is what it is. You know, it utterly decimates the Goldie level where you've got like the whole Goldie rush. It utterly decimates that, and I freaking love it. Just going, just plow straight through the horde is just the greatest just feeling of satisfaction. Just seeing all the power reg just fly into you. There was one time where I did that, and it caused so much slowdown on my game because it slowed the game down because it just destroyed so many salmon. It was just so many animations were going off at one time. It was glorious. I freaking love it. It's like, I need more of that, because that's just amazing. But yeah, like the arrows, like, I would say of the current weapon loadout in Salmon Run, the weakest, air quote weakest of the weapons is probably the Fling's a roller, but that's also probably because I'm not a roller user. But I think the only real issue it's got is that it just can't realistically take on something like a steelhead as easily as something like the arrow spray or, the heavy splatling. But you just don't get a whole roundup of all the little tiny salmons, run them through with the Flings a roller, crushes them into oblivion. It's terrifyingly powerful. And I freaking love it. Like, it's absolutely amazing how good it is. But yeah, I like Salmon Run. It's very, very fun. But what's everyone's thoughts on, like, the new trailer for Scarlet Violet? What's everyone's thoughts on that? That's always something I like to hear. Dynamo's my favorite for glove lights. Yeah, like, the Dynamo Roller, I say, like, the Dynamo Roller is a lot like the Hydra Splatling for me, in that I say it's a combination of, like, the best and worst weapon for Salmon Run. Because on the one hand, it deals out so much damage so easily, but the issue with of course, the Dynamo is it's just such a slow weapon with, the wind-up time for, the long-range jump attack. That's a bit of a problem. Do I watch the trailers most? You know what? Power to you, Andreas. I respect that, because I also don't tend to like to watch trailers. But, people have been, spamming, oh, yeah, what do you think of the trailer? What do you think of the trailer? What do you think of the trailer? It's like, okay. I tend to not watch them. Because, like, I'll be honest, that is actually what ruined, Captain America, the Winter Soldier for me, was when I watched the trailers, like, oh yeah, I saw the helicarriers crashing into, the Triskelion in the trailers, and then, we got partway through the movie, and it was like, okay, well, I still remember that happened in the trailer. So, when is that gonna happen in the game, in the movie? And then, it's like, oh, well, what's gonna happen is they're gonna somehow take over the things, and they're gonna just use the carriers to destroy each other. So it's like, and that completely, ruined the entire ending of that movie, was that I basically predicted, like, this is what's gonna happen. This is gonna happen. S.H.I.E.L.D. gonna get taken over by these guys, and they're gonna blow up those things. Like, this is what's gonna happen. And that's exactly what did happen. Which is one of the reasons why I try to avoid trailers like the plague for things. Granted, like, that's what the movie is. When it comes to games, it's a little different, but even then, when it comes to games, it's, a bit of the same. Where, yeah, I generally try to avoid stuff because could be spoilers. But yeah, there's things like that with movies and games and stuff. But yeah, but how's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. There you go. I'm glad you're doing well, Cypress. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, hope you guys are all doing great, 'cause I know I am. Did you guys see the Let's Go episode today that actually just went out a little bit earlier today? There's the first part of the Elite Four. We still have Lands of the Champion and Let's Go to go over, which is going to be something. It's going to be fun. But yeah, it's gonna be something. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that is one thing that I'm still really surprised about when it comes to Let's Go, was how long the series has actually taken. Because all things considered, I did not expect the Let's Go series to go on for like the main story for 40 parts. You know, I didn't think it would take 40 parts for us to get to beat the champion. I kind of expected that it would be maybe like 35 at absolute most. You know, that going slow. Granted, I did a lot of exploring when it came to Let's Go, so I, did, fan out, show a lot of stuff, and, oh, let's go, all these places. And, oh, let's go check out all these things, show all the little idiosyncrasies, the little details about the game. And that did, as a consequence, Justin, that did as a consequence, like, of course, extend the overall length of the game. And, that sort of, could be a bit of a problem. That did also extend, the duration of things. I went over a lot of stuff where if I just, went, full speed ahead straight for the end of the game, right at the start, we wouldn't have gone dilly-dallying through a lot of things. Because remember, we had, what, like 3 solid episodes, if I recall? 3, maybe even more episodes, of basically, like, solid backtracking. And then there was also, of course, like, the 2 or 3 episodes I spent, going into the Seafoam Islands to go get Ice Beam. So, yeah, I guess, actually, my original, like, head calculation of about, 35 at absolute most wasn't too far off, because I did show off a lot of fairly niche things, and even then there are still a couple of things in the game that I didn't actually fully show off yet. And a lot of that really came down to it wasn't necessary, that there are a couple of things in the game that don't really have that much of a bearing. One of them is Mina, where, you can fight Mina to get bottle caps, but, bottle caps and hyper training are something that are completely irrelevant to the actual game until you beat the game, because you need to be level 100 for them to actually work. And so I just think there's no point in me going over these. So in the end, I was like, yeah, it probably is for the best I didn't go over those things. But I do plan on going over, everything in the game. Because there is, like, Let's Go is a game that is surprisingly deceptive for how much there is in it. There is a lot of stuff in Let's Go, and you wouldn't really think that it actually has that much. Most of it's a Kanto game, and Kanto is known for being a fairly vacant, bland game in a lot of cases. But, when it comes to that, it's theirs. When it comes here, don't even say hi. Oh, ooh. Yeah, I mean, it is Justin. It is Justin. You have to remember that, Kayla. It is a thing that Justin does. He's like Jakey. His name starts with a J. He's like Jakey. So maybe it's just people with the J name are cursed. Maybe it's that. But how you doing, Justin? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're just doing a bit of a shiny race right now. Hope it goes well, but how has everything been with you, my friend? How's everything been with you? 49. 7 squared. I have a bunch of numbers just off the top of my head absolutely memorized, and I don't like it. But yeah, yeah. Yes, apologize to Kayla. Apologize to Kayla. You should very much be apologizing to Kayla. 50. There we go. We are... So what, 50... We are a 10th... We are slightly under a 10th of the way to shiny odds. We are slightly under a 10th of the way there. I am ready for us to just never get this shiny. Like, this is one of the reasons why shiny get shiny. Shiny, shine. sparkly. Give me sparkly little ball thing. Do 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 do. Yeah, I guess it is a thing that there's people whose name starts with the letter J, Kale. I think it's a thing that there's people who start with the name J. Do 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 do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to not winning this. Also, I think I can go drop everything in. Yes, we have 3 of them now. Ooh, got an egg in here. There we go. I will pick this up. There we go. Egg. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Kayla. I'm just anticipating losing this shiny race. Most of that is because, as we have discovered over the last several shiny hunts, my shiny luck is absolutely a potato. My shiny luck is absolutely a potato right now. So yeah. Go sleep then. Go sleep then, Justin. Go and sleep then if you are tired. I will take this. I hope I get my shiny soon. Yeah, my one worry though is that we're just not gonna win this thing. But yeah, there we go. We have crossed over. We are now have surpassed 10% of the way to odds. I look forward to more suffering. I look forward to not getting this shiny at all. So yeah. I very much look forward to not getting this shiny. But yeah. See, this is the sort of unfortunate thing about now having completed Let's Go, is that I now need to start. I need to well, not just start, but accelerate my preparations for the Master Trainers, because I did say that we are going to be beating all of... We are going to be beating all of the Master Trainers, so there is that. That's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing that we're going to be going for. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a plan. It's gonna be a plan. And I am gonna go into like my preferred method of beating the Master Trainers, because I do have my own like strategy when it comes to beating a lot of them. And I'll go into a lot of that because I do have a number of plans for that I look forward to showing off. But yeah, overall, it's gonna be something. Overall, there's gonna be something. Overall, there's plans looking forward. There we go. There are plans to look forward to. Justin's always a habit of. Yep. I mean, to be fair, don't all of us to be fair, Kayla, don't. Most all of us have, like, a bad habit of doing that. I certainly know I do. You know, I certainly know that I just... Like, I go to sleep at, like, what, 1 a.m.? Like, okay, go to sleep at 1 a.m. is not true. I pretty much go to bed at, like, 1 a.m. and I, like, fall asleep at probably like 2-something a.m. because I just don't sleep. I have a very, very bad sleep schedule. And I mean, it comes also with just having insomnia as well, which is just a bad thing. But yeah, I have plans. There we go. Just news goes 5. Well, I mean, to be fair, if you have a schedule that revolves around something like that, then you can do that. But yeah, for me, it's like I have a a schedule where that doesn't really work as well for me, so I need to basically, you know, do that then. There we go. Now I got 5. Okay. I think now this should be good. Put this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I think my plan is gonna work. Now I think my plan is good. Now I think I have a plan. Now the plan is good, because now what I can do is I can just go in, clear out things as line by line. Because this is the thing about optimizing efficiency for hatching eggs. It is spending as minimum time. Spending as minimal time in the menus as possible is the key to accelerating progress in a shiny race. So all I have to do is just minimize my time for things. But yeah, that's the plan. So gotta accelerate my time for this. I have a plan. And it's gonna work. It's gonna very much work. There we go. 7. 7. What is sleep? Exactly. Like, I mean, I'm just a robot, so I don't need sleep. I'm a Let's Playing robot, so I don't need sleep. So yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, sleep is for living things, not for Let's Playing robots. Exactly. Welcome in, Samuel Lone Wolf. Welcome in. Are you new here? Thank you very much for coming. But yeah, shinies aren't real. They don't exist. As we can see from, gotta take that up by 1. As we have seen from Ho-Oh, they don't exist. You know, 1.5 odds on Ho-Oh. It doesn't exist. Shiny, please give me my sparkly egg. Please give me my shiny, please. I just want my shiny bouncy ball. I just want my freaking shiny bouncy ball. It doesn't exist though. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen though. The shiny doesn't exist. Again, I mean, as we've learned from things, meant to spy in. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're not gonna get much out of here because there's only nonsense that exists on this channel. All right. There we go. All of them are hatched. Really? Really? I'm actually hatching them faster than that. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I'm actually hatching them faster than that. Really? That's not good. I mean, my brain's just a potato. My brain's just a potato, Justin, so there's that. Thank you, I'll take the egg. But yeah, I actually think, yeah, mathematically calculating it out, yeah. It actually does take less steps to hatch all 5 eggs than it is steps to generate 5 eggs. So there is that. Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, so because with Flame Body active, it reduces the number of steps needed from 2,500 to 2,800 to 1,200, 50, and, about 1,400. Which, multiplying out 250, 255 by, 4 by 5, that is higher than that lower bound number. So yeah, you actually build up a reserve, unless, of course, you go over the number of steps. So it really comes down to, is it better to go in increments of 4 than it is to actually go in like a full thing? So there's that. Maybe kills me when he pops in people's streams stories when you can... I'm sorry, please context with that, Michaela. Please context with that, please. Please context with that, please. I need to know the context behind that. on, just sparkle for me, Azurill. Just sparkle, please. Or... Nope, no sparkles. Yet. We're not getting our sparkles yet. We'll get them soon, though. We will get our we will soon get our sparkles. Nope. No more. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong button. No. Wasting time. Inefficient. Inefficiency is the worst thing in the world. I'll take this. I'll take these. Yeah, that's the problem, is I have this entire super efficient plan idea, and it is completely breaking down because I'm just hatching the eggs way too fast. So that's a problem. You know, my entire plan breaks down purely because I'm hatching eggs too fast. It's just Sandwich always does random stuff in people games. Fair enough. Welcome in, ZP. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy things over on the Maxis side of things. But how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. And also everyone who is, hasn't done so already, please, there's a link in the description below to go check out our friend Shiny. They are the one we are racing with. Go show them some love and, subscribe to them and leave a like on their stream. But yeah, we're doing this. We are, we are not getting shinies because shinies don't exist. That's it. I mean, I feel that like that was, that's like the universal practice. There we go, I'll take that. There you go. We just gotta get our shiny. Nope, no shiny don't exist. Welcome in, Drogain. Welcome in, and yes, we are looking for the golden egg. The golden egg that I doubt actually exists. Because, as we have been over many, many times, my shiny luck is a potato. But please don't forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you guys haven't done so. I look forward to failing this shiny hunt. I look forward to not winning this hunt. Welcome in, Mudkip Lemon. I mean, I guess you could say that, Azurill does kind of look vaguely like a lemon. You could say that Azurill does vaguely resemble a lemon. So that makes sense. Oh. Swap out you. I'll just deposit you here. So there we go. Here's the thing. I'm the shiny charm for everyone else. Whenever I pop into other people's streams, they get shinies. Whenever I try to shiny hunt, I don't get shinies because my luck is a potato. So, like, I lead others to a treasure I cannot possess. And I'm okay with that, and I'm not okay with being okay with that. I just want the stupid green bouncy ball. I just want the stupid green bouncy ball. Because, I want it to exist, but I know it doesn't exist because that's just how bad my luck is. But yeah. Sammy and Mudkip, that's all like that both random. Well, I mean, Mudkip does it because Mudkip enjoys causing my suffering. And that's part of why Mudkip does it. So, with Mudkip, it's a bit more of an anomaly, but that makes sense. I swap Meta Shiny Charm with the Yen Charm. Exactly. Mudkip just reversed the Shiny Charm that I have, so that way it repels Shinies. It doesn't actually bring them here. So, like, we know Mudkip is actively attempting to sabotage the channel. So, we know Mudkip is actively attempting sabotage on the channel. Do a Masuda method for Squirtle and have not gotten it because the sucker does not want to attack me. I mean, do you have the shiny charm, Justin, though? Do you have the shiny charm? Because that is a critical thing of importance, is actually having the charm. 70. There we go. go. Nope, no sparkles. It don't sparkle. It doesn't sparkle. Okay, you do have the charm. Okay. Are you sure that you're using a Masuda Ditto? Are you sure that your Ditto or your Squirtle is Masuda? Because that could be the one thing. I've known people who have, you know, tried doing it, and they just realize, oh yeah, my Ditto is not foreign, so it doesn't get the Masuda boot. The Masuda bonus. That's the only thing that I could possibly think of. But otherwise, yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. It's not fun. But yeah, hopefully, our shiny will come through, and we will bring good luck upon things. Okay, you have a Japanese. Okay. Well, I hope that you get your shiny soon, just as I hope I get my shiny soon, because I am just slowly losing my mind, as we all know. Well, then again, I've lost my mind completely, so I'm not slowly losing it. I've already lost it. I'm gonna steal Ethernet cable. Okay, Mudkip, fine. Okay, sounds like a plan, Mudkip. Sounds like a plan. Also, yes, for those who don't know, I actually have a 50-foot Ethernet cable that I use for my laptop, for my computer. Yeah, it needs a 50-foot cable to work. I mean, I'm not gonna get this shiny soon, ZP. I know I'm not gonna get it. The main reason is just based on sheer luck of my previous hunts. Like, I'm just gonna show you. That's Dynamax Adventures. That is a Dynamax Adventure shiny hunt counter. That is triple and a half odds. So we have done a lot of encounters with that thing, and it's just really, really, really not good. And that's one of the reasons why, yeah, I've just accepted shinies do not exist for me. Because we all know, in the end, all I will get out of this is suffering and more pain from this shiny hunt. I want to get shinies. I want to get my shinies, though. You want Justin? We could do. But yeah, we're me and Shiny, we're gonna do a joint raid. That's what every, you know, creator does when they do collab. So we're gonna do a joint raid. So that's gonna be a thing. But yeah, it's going well. I hope that this hunt goes quick. The thing is, this is kind of the weird thing, is even if one of us, you know, ends up getting the shiny before the other, in the end, I mean, I'm still gonna shiny hunt until I get this thing, because I do want, you know, of course, the gold Azurill. It is a great, glorious shiny, and overall, I just think, yeah, it's a great shiny I want to add to my collection, and I also want to get it so I can, you know, trash on people with it in competitive, because, yeah, just, you gotta go for the extra layer of grease when it comes to just using shinies in competitive to spite your opponents. You know, it's a thing of, you just need to style on your enemies that little bit harder to show them, like, yes, I went through the process of getting a shiny, not because I wanted to, not because I needed to for any special reason, because I wanted to, just to style on you. And it's a respect thing, but also it's like, yeah, I'm styling. It's just styling on your enemies. He must be busy doing a lot since they have seen him popping here. Yeah, Foos is very busy. He does stuff during the day, and he did mention around, like, this time of the year, stuff that he does, it just picks up like crazy, and he has, like, barely any time to stream and edit, which is really unfortunate, because I love doing stuff with Foos, and we can't really do it anymore, because he just is very, very busy. And, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love the Soul Link with him so much, is that the Soul Link is so entertaining purely because of the banter. Again, you come to see me suffer and lose, as, you know, was evident from the episode today of absolutely getting demolished by Lance, where it's fun to watch me suffer and lose. So there's that. But yeah, it's something. And I look forward to, like, you know, successive series with him. I do have another Nuzlocke-esque series somewhat planned with someone. We're sort of still working out the details of when we're going to actually be doing everything, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, we love Foos. Foos is just amazing. Like, Foos is one of the most wholesome people you will ever meet. He is up there with, like, he's up there with Beacon of Nick, and, like, and of course Kayla, where it's like, they are wholesome incarnate. Which is on the exact opposite of the spectrum from Jakey, who is the exact opposite of that. We're just joking. Like, we love Jakey, but we love Jakey. He's great, but we also like to mess with Jakey a lot because he likes to mess with us. To explain the context of the jokes involving Jakey would take far too long, but it's still fun. Like, it is a textbook example of makes sense in context, which is one of my favorite TV tropes. Like, I mentioned this a lot of the time where I notice that every time we do something, I say, oh yeah, one of my favorite TV tropes pages. Anytime I ever mention something from TV tropes, it is one of my favorite TV tropes pages, because just there's so many great things on TV tropes. Like, there legitimately have been episodes of series on multiple occasions that I had to delay because I needed to edit or record. And there have also been streams that have had to be delayed and or completely rescheduled because I spent so much time just reading TV tropes pages, I lost track of time. And I was like, oh no, I need to actually go stream. I have to reschedule things. How you doing, Mudkip? Mudkip, if we're not streaming later, you want to do a bit of Salmon Run? If we're not streaming, well, then again, we might do some Salmon Run streaming later, because I do enjoy some Salmon Run. Also, Kayla, have you been playing Splatoon? Have you been playing Splatoon, Kayla? Because I want to play Splatoon with you in either online matches or in Salmon Run. Then again, because I'm very, very high-leveled in Salmon Run, that could incur more destruction on you guys. I think I'm professional +2, I think? When it comes to my ranking for Salmon Run. I was at professional +3, but then I just keep getting mashed up with a bunch of Nimrods who don't know what they're doing. Which is weird that the word Nimrod is now an insult, because like he is defined as like a great hunter, and there's actually a specific, you can actually pinpoint the origin of where that term became an insult. It's Bugs Bunny. I'm always down for Salmon Run. You know what? Good point, Mudkip. Fair enough. Yeah, I've also just discovered that Salmon Run just doesn't do well when it comes to streams. No one really wants to watch Salmon Run streams. Unless it's like, you know, Salmon Run like a collab between a whole bunch of content creators for Salmon Run stuff. No one really wants to watch Salmon Run. Wait, did I take up the counter? I did. Okay, I did take up the counter. Yeah, people don't really want to watch Salmon Run, which is weird. Because you would think, like, yeah, people can watch Salmon Run because that way you can, you know, you can play and, you know, cooperate with all your buddies. No, people just want to watch. Okay, why is this controller not working? Why is this controller absolutely freaking out? That's not good. I mean, again, this is the not great controller. This is the wired controller, the one that does have the joystick drifting, which, granted, it could be a just result of the joystick drift spreading throughout the entire controller, slowly corrupting it and turning it into a useless brick. Which, again, I still say is the strangest thing, that this, of both of my controllers, is the one that is starting to flatline, despite the fact that this is the one that I bought right when I got the Switch, and I've had this thing for over 4 years, whereas I've had this controller for maybe like 2 or 3 at absolute most, and this is the one that's starting to flatline already, despite the fact that I've dropped this thing on the ground probably hundreds of times, and I do not let this thing touch the ground. I do not let this controller touch the ground at all. And it's like, you know what? Things just don't want to work correctly. So you know what? Controller, you make no sense. I have treated you with every courtesy and every kindness, and yet you still refuse to actually work correctly because you just start to drift. And I wonder why. Then again, probably planned obsolescence. Hey, Sly Guy, how are you doing? Can one of my mods please go grab Sly Guy's link, please? How are you doing, Sly Guy? How is the slyest of the guys doing? You can reset your salmon run title to professional part-timer, part-timer, I don't remember which one. Really? But yeah, I have my thing in there. Yeah, my thing, my rank right now is like professional +2, and I get close to killing the King Salmonoid so many times with the current weapon loadout, which I freaking love because the current loadout is so good. The problem is just that a lot of the people that I'm playing with are just not great, and they end up not, surviving long enough, because, that's the thing. Or we just barely don't end up beating the King Salmon because no one revives anyone. Got bashed on Twitter for disliking the new frog Pokemon. So I'm doing pretty... I mean, we live in a world today on Pokemon where if you do not agree with the popular opinion, you're automatically wrong and you will get blasted. I mean, I've just learned to deal with, you're talking to a guy that despises Mega Evolutions, loves Dynamaxing, thinks the Dex Cut was a good thing, actively curses the invention of Fairy type, and loves Gen 5, despises Gen 1, and thinks Diamond and Pearl were kind of bad games. As well as thinks Platinum's kind of a bad game. I hold basically every controversial opinion on Pokemon that there is, and I fully accept that I'm gonna get bashed. And you know what? I'm fine with it. Because you know what? The hate feeds me. Your hate feeds me. I consume it like noodles. Then again, that hate turns into suffering, which turns into things that Mudkip. Yeah, I hate Megas. I despise them. You have to remember, Sly. I play competitive. And Megas utterly obliterate any semblance of balance and counterplay in competitive because they just outstat everything. I mean, you gotta remember, Sly. In context, Megas are stronger than box art restricted legendaries. They have far better stats than box art restricted legendaries. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. The other thing is, I don't really like a lot of their designs. I think that their designs are just a bit too over the top and edgy. Do we really need an Aerodactyl that's just covered in giant spikes? Or a Scizor that is literally melting down? Or a Glalie whose jaw opened so wide it literally broke its jaw? It's just a bit too, Megas are just a bit too much. They look like Digimon, or like Yu-Gi-Oh monsters to me. They don't really look like Pokemon. Plus, the other thing is that Megas, the entire idea of them, actively goes contrary to the entire point of the Pokemon games, which is, yeah, you just, use the Pokemon you like. And, the strong Pokemon essentially don't matter because everything has its own individual strength, and it's the result of you to bring out that strength, and you'll make use of what it has. No, we'll give everything, legendary plus level stats because these things are liked by people, yay. It actively goes contrary to everything the series established for over, a decade and a half, and that makes me laugh my butt off. I think more the annoying thing competitive-wise is that there's only, 3 good Megas. The answer is probably more Megas. Yeah, pretty much. This is, the reason why they were probably around that is I was talking to one of my friends who they, actively played a lot more than I did when it came to Generation 6 and 7, and the exact way in which they described, the meta of Megas being used is an arms race. It was about getting the strongest, fastest, hardest hitting Mega to survive. It was basically what Mega can survive the most hits, deal out the most damage, What Mega can survive the most hits, deal out the most damage, all while being, faster than the competition. And that's why you just saw these massive, speed creep wars involving Megas, where you have, Alakazam, Gengar. And that's the reason why, as time went on, Talonflame really, really, really became such an integral part of the Generation 6 metagame, was because it could just priority Gale Wings Brave Bird with a choice band a lot of those hyper fast aggressive Megas into the dust. Your Gengar, your Alakazam is really, really fast and all, but it's not going to out priority a Talonflame, which is going to come in and just one-shot you into oblivion because it's using a choice band, max attack on, all these things. And that is, again, one of the reasons why Talonflame was just such an integral part. Came down to, it was one of the only things capable of outspeeding Megas. And, and that's the main issue, is that they just became super hyper aggressive. I am glad that they nerfed Talonflame. I am very glad that they nerfed it, because here's the thing. When you need a specific Pokemon deliberately to counter Megas, that is a big, that's a problem on the Mega, that's a problem on the Pokemon itself, and the other thing is that the entire purpose behind the reason Z-moves exist. It seems strange to say this, but the whole reason why Z-moves exist is actually because of Megas. Z-moves were designed to be the anti-Mega Evolution mechanic. That's why Alola is all slow and tanky. It's because, you can't beat Megas in pure speed, so we need to make something that can survive a hit from a Mega, and then we need them to be able to counterattack in such a way to beat Megas. That's where Z-moves come in, because Z-moves give the slow, tanky Pokemon, like things like Incineroar, Primarina, etc., or things like Mimikyu, the pure stopping power to go through things like Megas that they otherwise would not be able to break through. That's why when you look at, Alola, you don't see a whole lot of hyper-aggressive, super-fast Pokemon that were added in Alola. You have, Tapu Koko, but Tapu Koko really, really fell off. Tapu Koko really fell off as time went on because people realized its limitations are so massive in that it is strictly dependent on electric terrain and choice specs to really do anything at all. When you take away the choice, when you take away the electric terrain, because, terrain wars were a big thing back in Generation 7, it's just kind of floundering and its damage is really, really middling and not really good enough. Because you gotta remember, this is a dedicated special attacker with a base special attack stat of 95. That is the same as type nulls. And, the only, super fast Pokemon that exist in Alola. There's Persian, there's Tapu Koko, and Pheromosa and Kartana. And two of those are Ultra Beasts, which are specifically designed to be min-maxers for competitive. And it's one of the main reasons why, Tapu Koko doesn't learn Play Rough. It's why Bulu also doesn't learn Play Rough. Is that they made Alola so slow and tanky purely down to it was the only way of making something to counter Megas that was not a specific, this thing reverts Megas back to their base forms or deals bonus damage to Megas. But the problem is, again, the Z-move idea just horribly flops because, as we saw for Megas, any defensive benefit will always be repurposed into an offensive utility function, as we saw from Z-moves, as we saw from Dynamaxing, as we are seeing already with Terastallizing. All the big competitive heads are already, you know, crunching the numbers, and it's all coming out, there is literally no reason to defensively terastalize, primarily, because the defensive benefits are just not worth it. You lose so much aggressive power, and if you double down into your own terastalize type, you get a double boost onto your move's power rather than just 50% damage boost. So, you know, like, terastalize water types in Swift Swim is going to be beyond brutal. There's no reason. So you hate Megas for competitive, you're going to absolutely hate this. Well, the thing is, I do hate terastalizing as an idea. But the thing about terastalizing that I don't actually mind is that when it really comes down to it, you're going to know exactly what typings everything is going to terastalize into before the game actually even starts. Because a lot like with Dynamaxing, every single Pokemon that will terastalize will have realistically one typing that they want to terastalize into. Their own typing. There may be some odd edge cases where they want to terastalize into a different typing, say, you know, maybe this Pokemon just has, like, a specific ability. Say, like Gastrodon. Again, bad example of a Gastrodon. But say there's a Pokemon that has, like, a crippling weakness to a certain typing. Okay, well, I can terastalize into this thing, and then this gives me, like, you know, this kind of immunity or resistances, and I'm primarily meant for stalling. You're mad to walk under this ladder will make you more unlucky. Okay, you got it. You got it, Mudkip. But yeah, like, that's why I don't really mind terastalizing, is that you know exactly what things are gonna do what, and you can generally predict what terastalize people are gonna be having on their team just from things like Team Preview. Because when you see the lineup, okay, this is what their team's based around. Like, if they have say they have, like, a Politoed on their team, okay, well, their terastalize user is going to be their Swift Swim abuser. Unless your team is aggressively anti-water, in which case, well, they're going to have just their terastalize be their anti-water, their anti-water. So it's going to go into, okay, their counter killer. And that's really why, like, terastalizing I don't really have a problem with, because it's going to be so easy to predict and call exactly what people are going to be doing. Which is one of the reasons why I just keep laughing anytime Pokemon ever introduces any mechanic designed for defensive utility, because they still haven't learned, after nearly a decade of adding in super mechanics, there is no defensive utility you can add where the foregone offensive benefit does not give a better effect. Yeah, there is no reason to use a defensive super mechanic thing, because the offensive momentum you give up is just too great. You know, that's the reason why whenever you would see a Dynamax, the Dynamaxes were super aggressive. They weren't support, even though the idea of Dynamaxing originally was you Dynamax and give the move buff supports to your team as basically team setup with damage. But we double down into the damage boosting specifically to make it so we're going to make these things super aggressive. Look at all the weakness policy Dynamax uses. I mean, I ran a weakness policy Dynamax Togekiss for almost 2 years at this point, purely because the offensive presence that thing brings is just so good. You give up so much aggressive pressure. And that aggressive pressure is just too good. So when you go to terastalizing, you're going to give up too much aggressive pressure, and it's not worth giving that up. Though the only real issue I have really with terastalizing is when it comes to, like, the box art restricted legendary formats. But even then, I already hate those, so I'm not really losing a whole lot, because most competitive players really don't like the VGC formats where box art legendaries are present. They're just very, 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 very unhealthy. And most of us tend to hate them. But yeah. I mean, that's mostly just, like, my stance on the super mechanics. I mean, I still say, the best formats are the ones where super mechanics are not allowed. Like, that's why I was hoping when they announced Scarlet Violet, my hope was that we were gonna get, like, a classic Pokemon-style game, like not Diamond Pearl, like, Black and White, where it was just, you know, just standard battles. It's, you fight one thing, I fight with this thing, and I was hoping that's what it was gonna be. But in the end, that's not what it was, and I am sad about that. Again, a lot of that comes into, I really, really just don't want to see any more super mechanics. They're just really, really not healthy. But yeah. Yeah, and that's mostly like my soapbox is that I just don't really like the super mechanics. You know, for as much as I do enjoy using a Dynamax Togekiss, I'm not gonna lie in that it's super, super toxic. That's why I like BDSP. That's why I like BDSP, because it actually gives us that original classic battle style. You know, the battle style that the games used for so many years and literally built the community. Like, that's the thing that I find the funniest, is that they think they need to keep revolutionizing and just changing the battle system every generation, so every, 3 years, when this series would not have survived if the battle system wasn't already enjoyable beyond heck. Beyond, Speed's least favorite game. Really? The thing is, I like BDSP because it is the only good version of Sinnoh that actually exists. You know, that's a hot take. That is a hot take, and I know it is. But I think it is the only objectively good version of Sinnoh that exists. Purely down to both Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum all have massive glaring issues. Namely, it is access of Pokemon, and that, realistically, Platinum is just added a good amount of padding. You know, we love the Distortion World, but we love the Distortion World because the atmosphere. Because this is a place that when we played many years ago, because we also gotta remember, you know, those games came out almost like a little under 2 decades ago. You know, those games are very old, you know, relative to, you know, our age group, that, you know, I was, you know, still single-digit age when those games came out. I remember being in elementary school when those came out, you know, everyone playing the games, you know, at lunch, you know, the teachers would go away, we'd all just bring out our DSs. And we'd all just start playing. But when you really think about it, what does the Distortion World actually add into Platinum? It's, you know, 15-20 minutes of you walking more or less through a very linear pathway where the game is immediately brought to a halt by a fairly annoying set of puzzles that you have to go do. And then, okay, you did the puzzle, you can proceed. You know, it's not necessarily that good from a gameplay perspective, in that you're spending so much time just kind of waiting for stuff to happen, and nothing's really progressing anywhere. But again, like, there's a lot of people that will, you know, fight to the death. You know, Platinum is the best, but realistically, the Distortion World adds nothing. The Distortion World adds absolutely nothing to the game outside of a little bit of exposition and a lot of, like, interesting fan theories, which some of them have been confirmed as time has gone on, where, you know, as they've expanded the lore of the Pokemon series, a lot of those have, you know, been elaborated on, which is a good thing. You know, I'm a sucker for lore, just like Blundell's a sucker for medieval castles, but when you really think about it, the Distortion World didn't add all that much to the game. It's not like, say, what Emerald did relative to Ruby and Sapphire, where these are all, like, major optional segments. Like, you have the Team Magma hideout, which did not exist in the original games, and it's this whole, massive sub-area where, yeah, it doesn't really add all that much lore, but it adds, like, a lot of boss fights. It's a really interesting thing where you get to, get a little bit more lore on things, but it's a major component of the game. It's not, 15 minutes of walking down a straight pathway and doing nothing other than a strength puzzle. Then you get a sec, check the shiny trophy on Discord. Really? Did it happen? Did they already get the shiny? Or did you get a shiny? Never mind. Hey, nice. Oh yeah, that's the shiny Raichu you said, the shiny Pikachu you said you got. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, like there are issues that I think Platinum has. Like, yeah, but again, it's mostly atmosphere, and this is something I've actually noticed throughout, like, any game. This is something that I've noticed, it's happened in, in of course, the Pokemon games. It's also happened in, of all things, Call of Duty Zombies. Atmosphere and vibe always overrides quality of the content. And that's something I've always noticed when it comes to games, is that the vibe and the overall atmosphere will generally override people's opinions on aspects of a game. Like the classic example that I point to this is the Black Ops 2 Zombies maps, Origins, and Mob of the Dead. They have, amazing atmosphere. And, they're some of the most well-written, map, Easter eggs, and lore of the entire series. But there are major problems that exist within both of those maps that a lot of people, like, sweep under the rug because there's such fond things for, like, the lore, the atmosphere, the characters. What those maps did was just so great that we choose to not really acknowledge a lot of their shortcomings. And then, a great example of this is Black Ops 3, the sequel. It had, it took, like, the two separate aspects of Origins. The amazingly awesome, magic wonder weapons of it turns, the 4 magical stabs into, 4 elemental bows in Der Eisendrache, where, you get 4 elemental bows. But they're far, far easier to get than, the stabs were in Origins, and overall, the overall progression of the map is significantly less, is significantly less time-consuming than Origins. And people love Der Eisendrache because it basically gives you the playing experience of Origins without all, like, the unnecessary backlog of you gotta spend an hour going around opening up all these things on the map, and you just can't have a casual game of zombies on Origins. Then, there is my personal favorite map in Zombies, Zetsubo no Shima, which basically takes every single gameplay element of Origins, minus, of course, the stabs, and it puts them into a map. It is incredibly point-intensive. You have the plant pods, which basically replace the digging piles. The Thrasher basically is a counterpart to the Panzer Soldat. And it's basically Origins without the stabs. And yet people hate it. Because it's a long, time-consuming map to go do things, and you can't have just a casual game of Zetsubo no Shima. So, but it has every single aspect of that map is exactly what Origins has, just minus the lore and minus the wonder weapons. So, the vibe is different. And so, quality of something versus the vibe, completely irrelevant. The quality of the map is completely irrelevant. The vibe is really all that really matters. And that's an unfortunate thing that I've noticed, like, that's just a thing that happens in a lot of games in general, is the atmosphere is what people care about more than the actual quality of the game. And that is a perfect example of, like, the Distortion world in Platinum. Is the Distortion worlds adds jack squat to the actual game. It is 15 to 20 minutes of pure padding. It does nothing for the game. But the atmosphere captures everyone. And of course, the Giratina boss fight music is, pretty cool, but the atmosphere, the setting of it is what draws everyone in and makes us think this is more important, more impactful than it really is. And that's where the problem comes into, is that's an issue. Because mechanically, it doesn't do anything, and it gives off a very different impression. It gives off a very different impression than what, the actual intention is, and it's a big whole thing, and I have a video going over, like, all of this in significantly more detail in the works. I have, like, that's like the one issue of having an overactive brain, is you get, like, 17 ideas for videos, and you'll never be able to do all of them. And I hate it. Although it's an interesting idea. That is an interesting idea. But I mean, this is also a shiny ray, so there is that. Holding the egg, we will take the egg. Alright, let's go take this. Let's go and raise it well. But yeah, I'm fairly certain I am not gonna win this shiny race. Again, that just comes down to, I know my luck is completely garbage. And yeah, I know that my luck is completely garbage. Alright, let's, Alright, we're gonna be opening the voice chat. One sec, just gotta... audio... There you go. There you go, okay. There we go, voice chat is now finally working. Okay, there we go. I know, I saw Sammy.
How's it going for you?
What?
How's it going for you, Nan?
How's it going? It seems that I am behind you in terms of also total number of eggs gotten, but I think that just could be... I've had to futz with a couple of things just as time's gone on in the stream, so I'm just falling a bit behind. Right. But I mean, I already knew that I was going to lose this thing in the end, so, inconsequential.
Well, no one's actually technically lost yet, because no one's got the shit done.
Yeah, but my luck is terrible. See the triple over odds shiny Ho-Oh in Dynamax Adventures.
I haven't got his Sword and Shield shiny for 2 months.
I don't think I have. I think I haven't gotten a shiny in this game in probably that same amount of time, if not longer.
My last one was a shiny Metang from Dynamax Adventures.
Last shiny I got was, I think, the double over odds Roggenrola from Masuda Method.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first streams I actually like joined of yours.
Yeah, that was
that one.
That was a good one. That was. It was. Yeah, but that's also a painful shiny hunt in general. We still got nothing on the near year-long shiny Ho-Oh hunt.
Yeah, that is painful. That must be so painful.
You have absolutely no idea. I want to strangle that turkey.
I hope my Dialga doesn't turn into that.
I doubt it will. This is the RNG punching me in the throat for having good luck on the other Dynamax adventures. Every single other Dynamax adventure we've done, other than Heatran, has been under 30 successful Dynamax adventures. And Heatran went up to 63 Dynamax adventures. So all decidedly well under odds. And Ho-Oh is now deciding to know this is... Like, even Zygarde, which we got off screen because it was an unenjoyable series to do. I decided, I'm just doing it off screen. And...
Zygarde's, like, really annoying to battle.
It is. But I mean, the thing is, Zygarde is either the easiest Dynamax adventure to do, or the hardest. It depends on if you path reset.
Right.
Because if you have... like Vanillux, like any of those like special attacking ice types, and you get something with like acid spray, like a Selgor, it's a joke.
Yeah.
it is an absolute joke, because you just acid sprayed a couple of times, set up with something like Decorate, if you can get an Alchemy, and then you just curb stomp the thing into the dust.
Right. If I ever shiny hunt Zygarde, I will take that wise.
Yeah, dude, that is the only way to hunt Zygarde, in my opinion, which is why I didn't do it, because I thought it would be more interesting to hunt it the old-fashioned way of, you know, just go random pathings. No. Or you need Wide Guard. Well, I mean, you need what? Yeah, it's just pain. It's suffering. I would not recommend doing Zygarde as a live series.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, I mean, we also, it's inferable that we're going to be having, terrestrialized raids are going to be a thing when it comes to, Scarlet Violet. So we know it's pretty likely that they're going to add some sort of DLC thing with those games, where they're going to add in the legendaries, likely going to include shiny hunting possibilities for things like Zygarde. So they're probably going to add Zygarde in then. And, more likely than not, it's going to be easier, because it's probably not going to have, you know, the 4.5 something times health.
Right.
Yeah,
but will they actually add terrestrialized legendaries, like, as raid dens?
I think that they're going to, if they do what they did for Dynamax Adventures, I think that they will. Because the thing you got to remember is how much enjoyment people got just from playing with their friends doing Dynamax Adventures. You know, it's like, it would be a colossally idiotic decision to not, like, I remember saying this, you know, before they even announced they were going to do this, was, it is such a popular thing to do, so many people do it, you know, in streams, and then it gets out there to so many people. It is a massively popular thing. You're not going to not do something that people love, that is, you know, because people love shiny hunting legendaries, and they have that possible. You can cooperate with it.
Right.
Yeah.
They've probably made a ton of money off that as well from the DLCs.
I mean,
These days it's
exactly.
Like 30 quid each.
It was always $30.
Well, for you, it's like 30.
It was always, yeah, it was always $30. Yeah,
£30.
yeah, it was always $30 here. I don't know if it changed over there, but yeah.
I can't believe you don't know what Jaffa cakes are. I got someone to come into your stream earlier.
Yeah, is that some British thing?
Yeah, it's basically.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Remember,
it's like this sponge
US.
cake. It's like sponge base with like this like orange jelly thing in the middle and some chocolate over the top. Oh, that's so nice. They're like little biscuits.
Sounds
but
interesting.
not biscuits, they're sponge. Really nice.
Interesting. Yeah, we don't have those over here, I think. Because Kayla, one of the people who know, you know, who goes around a bit more than I do, also had no idea what they are. So it could just be that's a UK thing that we just don't have here.
Right, yeah.
But I am fully prepared to end up losing the shiny race.
132 eggs.
Yeah, I'm at 118.
118.
Yeah.
Well, actually, at the start, you was at like 14 eggs, and I was at like 7.
Yeah, I think you may have a more efficient pathing than I do, or you may have something to do with like this frequency of getting the eggs produced, because that's one thing that I keep doing is I keep going, talking to the person, just not really getting the eggs, or I'm talking to them too early, too late, so my overall egg gathering efficiency is just too low. Right. And that, you know, rebounds, because I don't have the number of loops memorized to go talk to them and then it rolls over to get an egg thing done. Which means I'm probably talking to them too early, wasting time. But yeah, it's efficiency sort of thing. But yeah, I am fully prepared for this to go over odds. And, suffering again.
What do you mean again? How many did Rock and Roller take you? You said triple odds, but how many?
Double odds.
Double odds.
Over 1,200 eggs. Over 1,200. And oh no, 1,000. Oh no, it was 1,119. And then C-Ho-Oh, which is 357 Dynamax Adventures.
That sounds like 307. What that number you just said of pain.
It is. It is. Keep in mind, in the context of, I've done 43 streams of that Dynamax adventure.
43. Oh my god.
About 43.
That's a lot.
Yeah, about 43 streams, around 3 hours a stream of that. Every time I've ever hunted that.
Right. I would have joined yesterday's stream, but it was at like midnight for me. It was legit at 000 for me.
Yeah, I remember the time when if it's late, go to sleep. It is more important for you guys to get sleep and just be okay than it is to watch. Be like, always keep the streams up so you guys can just like watch later.
Yeah. What time is it for you right now?
3:40.
Oh, it's 8:40.
Yeah, you are like 5 hours ahead. Yeah, having to keep track of like all the time zones is...
It is annoying.
Yeah. I've not seen the new stuff revealed today, Alex. I have not seen that yet. Mostly because I was busy rewatching The Suffering. That was the last, so far, uploaded episode of the Soul Link series.
Oh yeah, I've been watching that. It's pretty good. I watched the premiere earlier.
Pain.
Have you not watched the Scarlet and Violet trailer then?
Not really. I tend to not really watch trailers.
Right. There's basically, I normally react to all of them, and I was out in town, and I didn't know there was a new trailer out today, so I was just scrolling on TikTok, and I nearly ruined it for me.
Wow.
It nearly ruined it for me. It was good there was a spoiler alert.
Oh, that's a good. But yeah, for me, it's like after basically piecing together the entire plot progression of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, because I remember all the things from the trailers, and just halfway through the movie, it was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. The bad guys are gonna take over the helicarriers. They're gonna have to use the helicarriers to blow each of them up, and Hydra's gonna somehow take over S.H.I.E.L.D. And that is exactly what happened. So now I just avoid trailers like the plague.
What was it? I was watching you play Splatoon the other day. I really want to get it. Splatoon looks really fun.
It's so... I have not played any of the games prior to getting Splatoon 3. They're very charming. They are... Yeah,
it looks very cool.
They're very fun, because I've played, you know, a decent number of shooters. Like, I've played, like, the Transformers, third-person shooters. I've played Call of Duty. And this is such a drastically different genre of it, because it's not, you know, oh yeah, number of kills is what's important. It is covering the area. And that's such a very different dynamic when it comes to just any kind of shooter, and I like that.
Someone called Sid wants me to say hi for you.
Oh, hi, Sid.
It's called Sid Cell.
Yeah,
I think I've seen him in the stream.
Yeah, he was in the stream earlier. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the last name either, because I'm bad with words. Words are hard.
I just called him Sid.
Words are hard.
No.
To iterate how bad I am with words, I was on Reddit looking at Sabaton memes, and you'll scroll by things like, oh yeah, expected Sabaton Red. I was like, oh, this is the unexpected Sabaton Red. I was like, oh. I just completely inserted a pair of letters when they didn't exist, and just kept reading it the entire time, even though it just wasn't there. And then a friend of mine pointed it out to me, and I just felt so stupid. Words are hard. That's why I decided to make a thing where I am constantly reading and talking. Forethought is not a strength I have.
So how many eggs do you want?
124. You probably, what, 140?
Actually, yes. We're just.
Oh my gosh.
We're just. 140 is gonna be shiny. Come on, guys. Let's get some shiny luck in the chat. Come on. Oh, it's not shiny.
125. 1 125. Just give me the green bouncy ball. I mean, that's what Azurill's tail is. It's a bouncy ball.
True.
It is a bouncy ball. It's a bouncy ball, and Azurill just a lemon. It's a lemon with arms and legs. Nope, 126 is not shiny.
141. It's gonna be shiny. Come on. Oh, damn it. Hey, Drayson, thanks for the shiny look.
I am, So any idea who you are thinking about raiding?
I don't know who's live right now. I'll have to see.
Yeah, generally I just go to my subscription thing and like just the subscription feed and just see who has a red thing next to it. But now since they added a thing where it just automatically collapses, it's kind of hard to see now because it automatically collapses.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I got an idea. We could raid Burnow.
Who's that? I don't mind raiding him.
Oh, Burnow plays?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, they also do Pokemon stuff.
Oh, okay. Alright. I don't mind meeting new people.
Yeah, they're right now doing Wi-Fi battles in Shield and Sword, using only Water-type Pokemon. Which is topical, considering Azurill is very good in competitive, and it's a Water-type.
True.
That's like 90% of the reason I want to get this thing shiny is just to style on people in competitive games with a shiny Azurill.
Are you hatching Marill or
Azurill.
What are you? Oh, Azurill. How do you like hatch the baby version?
You need to have the Azurill or Marill holding the sea incense.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's annoying
I see.
because the incense eggs are annoying and tedious.
Looks like we might have to do a part 2.
I was fully expecting that was gonna happen.
Yes, I was as well.
Cause like I know my luck is not gonna help. I know my luck. The only time I ever got a first encounter shiny was the day we got the Zapdos shiny. Right after that, we just went into Ultra Space again, just for the heck of it. And first wormhole was a shiny Medicham.
Oh my god.
That is.
I think
That was the only time it ever happened.
Luckiest. I wouldn't say hunt. It was a random shiny Snom. That's like one of my most iconic clips.
Wow.
Like I got a shiny blue dino from Dynamax Adventures, right?
Oh, Tyrantrum.
And yeah, that one. And I went to like just show it off in the overworld, and I got a random shiny Snom. Yeah, keep hydrated.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
You know it.
Exactly. Water is very important. And then again, you guys would know the importance of water more than anyone, considering you guys live on an island. You're perpetually surrounded by water.
True, yeah. Hey, Doraine, thank you for that shiny up, Doraine. We do need this. We need now.
Hmm?
We have the power of Valor on our side. Which have?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. The thing kind of staticked out.
I said, we have the power of Valor on our side to win this shiny.
Oh, Rowlet. I have no idea. I mean, I have the power of Mudkip causing my suffering.
Mudkip. He actually popped into my, if you talk about your Mudkip, he popped in.
Yeah, I'm a mod Mudkip. We love Mudkip. He's a delight. He enjoys causing my suffering.
Really nice.
He is. He's very nice, but there's a number of people like, yeah, we kind of like mess with everyone, but we do it all in good fun. Because Mudkip is like legitimately does help off stream when it comes to like just playing Salmon Run and Splatoon. When the stream is live, he pursues me with just to go for the throat. When off stream, he helps.
Wait, so how many eggs do you want?
131.
Right, do you want to go to a 135 and I'll go to 150?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because that's the closest I'm at 146.
Yeah, I'm at 132 right now, so yeah, that sounds good. Azurill, stop being blue, Azurill. Be green. I want the Hulk Azurill.
I want Shrek. I want Shrek Meryl.
Shrek Meryl. Oh, that's terrifying as an idea. That's horrifying. So, interesting, weird little bug about the way Azumarill, Meryl and Azurill used to operate.
Right.
Was in Generation 3, because a Pokemon's gender was indicated by its personality value, which is a secret value that the game just randomly creates. It was possible for Azurill evolving into Meryl to change, I believe it was from male to female, because the gender ratios for Meryl and Azurill are actually different. And because the personality value is tied into things, like gender and shininess, as well as IVs. Well, no, it's tied into personality value. If the personality value, numbers between this and this are male, this and this are female. If the ratio is different, the range of those numbers are different. Meaning it would just spontaneously change, from being a male Azurill or a female Azurill to a male to a male Meryl or female Meryl. And I just think, yeah, that's for the same reason why you could do the Shiny Cute charm in Generation 4.
Yeah.
Which I love little,
It can just change gender.
Yep.
Then.
But yeah, I think it's the only thing that can do that because it's the only Pokemon that evolved that has a different gender ratio between evolutions.
Right, yeah.
And these are the last two eggs. Yeah, I actually have the last 2 eggs myself. I was just about to say that.
Lost 1 egg. I'm on 149. Come on.
Oh
Come on,
boy. I'm hatching my 34th. Oh boy.
You're not shiny. You're blue.
Blue. It's a bouncing blue ball. Please go away, you stupid ball. I want the green ball. I want a bouncing tennis ball.
That actually is a good. Do you name your shiny Pokemon?
Not really. I don't really nickname my stuff. Oh, I have 2 more eggs. Then again, the other egg I'll just save for later.
150. Come on, be shiny. 150.
134. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Oh, what a surprise! It's blue. What a surprise. I will send you the link to Burno's thing.
Come on, let's get some Ray type in the chat, guys. Let's get some Ray type.
I will get you the thing for Burno.
So what we doing? Shiny Autism / Professor Max's raid, or are we just doing?
Wait, oh no, Burno's going on a raid right now.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, Burno's going on a raid right now. Okay, so we gotta go find someone else.
Do you want me to find them?
If you want, yeah.
Can we get some Ray type in the chat? Let's get some of that Ray type in the chat. Let's have a look who's live. We could raid you.
Huh. Yes, as I'll raid myself.
Let's have a look. Live. Are we okay? None of my friends are live, so are we going for someone who has 0 people watching it? Are we going for?
It's up to you.
Actually, my friend Gage is guys.
Oh, Gage Perez?
Yeah.
Let's go raid Gage.
Yeah, let's raid Gage. I'll give you the link.
We're
gonna raid Gage. You got the link?
Yeah, I got the link.
Alright, guys, we're gonna do a raid now. The link is now in the chat. I'll see you guys in Gage's stream. Thank you for a good stream.
So what's the raid tag gonna be?
Part 2. Huh?
So what's the
just shiny, just 2 separate ones.
Okay.
As joint raid. Yeah, I'll see you guys in massive raid.
Access raid. There you go. See you guys next time. Rug and Lola. Oh, where's the thing? Where's the dang link? There's the dang link. Oh, he's hunting Melty Face.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
Ah, that was a hunt. I remember that one.